Friday.
Good morning and happy Friday to you.
It's Friday.
Mm,
I'm excited, bro.
it's a good day. It's the end of the week. Weekend is here upon us. How
Any
was
big
big plans? Today I've got a driveway cleaning. Tomorrow window cleaning, gutters, and a driveway for a repeat spring customer. So looking forward to that. But just been busy this week. Yesterday knocked out a really dirty ass house. Got a call from a guy who got a deeds letter from his neighborhood and went and took care of the backside of his house, but both sides, three sides of his house were nasty. So it was a good upcharge and a really nice job with some great before and afters. Already got the Google review. He's helped me out with his neighborhood. So it's a really nice community out in Katy. So I'm going to get a lot of phone calls hopefully and hopefully spit out some estimates this weekend. How's your weekend looking?
soccer?
Soccer?
I mean, yeah,
Kids life, yeah.
we're right in the middle of State Cup for Julian.
Wow,
Uh,
awesome.
so he's got State Cup for one team, and then he's in another league. They have a game as well. So Saturday, 11 a.m. I want to say, and then 7 p.m. and then Sunday, like 11 again. So yeah,
Cool.
soccer weekend.
Nice. Is he left-footed or right-footed?
He's a right-footed player.
Okay.
He's decent with his left. He's not at this age. Some kids are super good with both feet, and some kids still can't. They're not ambidextrous. He's getting
Sure.
there.
It
He's
happens.
getting.
I'm just wondering because if he's left-footed, then he's like always in the game because he's like you only have a few left-footed kids on the team, so they're always
Yeah,
left center, left forward. But
yeah.
that was fun. Cool.
He does. He does play a little left back from time to time. He does play a little left wing from time to time.
Cool.
Um, but yeah, he's he's mostly right back and wing, but because he is fluid, he does play both sides of the ball.
Nice.
So excited for the rest of the season, and
Cool.
I'm excited for the weekend, dude. We had a really nice week so far.
Very
Um,
cool.
Last week, Billy and I were out at a job taking care of some windows, and I asked the gals that lived at the home. I said, "Hey, if you have anybody in the neighborhood that might benefit from our service," she said, "Oh, well, across the street, they're getting sunscreens from the same people that are doing ours." So
Oh,
shout out to Brad and Patrick again from Southwest Sunscreens. I walked across the street, pitched my services, and that's where I'll be this morning. Uh,
ah,
Quick little job. It's like 5 minutes from my son's school. So I'll drop him off around 7 and then I'll start banging on some glass. It'll be a good day. So,
nice. Very cool.
yeah, unfortunately, we had the towers reschedule yesterday. I'm still there's like one last page of information that needed to be sent back over.
Okay.
And so I don't have my badge to get in yet, but I'm in the process for the FAA, whatever.
Cool. You'll be fine. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of a drag because Billy was counting on that job.
Sure.
We'll do it Monday. It's not really that big of a deal, but we already have a huge job scheduled for Monday. That's that restaurant construction
Yep.
clean that I told you about.
Yep.
They just so happen to be in the same city, and so that's good. They're just a couple minutes away from one another. So Billy will be out there first at the towers, and then he can meet up with me at the restaurant. And I should probably have gone back out there first and run my machine just to see what the water pressure is like a little bit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Uh,
I think it'll be fine. If it's a
I'm
new
sure.
construction, fingers crossed.
Yeah. So, but that's where we are today, as my papa used to say. I did. I don't know if you had a chance to check it out, but I was watching our buddies Zane, John, and Grubbs do the Lower Rung last night. They had the Lower Rung podcast on.
Cool.
So they were talking all sorts of goodies, just discussing a couple different things. Apparently, there's some new fun tools in the works that I can't wait to see what it
Awesome.
is. Um, yeah, it's weird. I enjoy hearing the behind the scenes, and seeing how quickly and how rapidly our industry continues to evolve. And I think one of the cool things about it too is the people who are helping our industry evolve are guys that we work with and the guys that we know and care about, and um, guys who are on the glass and just putting in the work. So it's really fun to see how we continue to evolve.
Awesome. Yeah, well, WCR when zero is pretty leading in producing, putting some. I mean, you got a double rinse bar from zero, right?
Yeah,
That I
I
mean,
did pick it
they're
up on Wednesday and I installed it same day. Nothing easy breezy, even for a dope like me.
cool,
Um, yeah, a couple screws and you're good to go. So I did see TJ post a little video about, having good water pressure. I've got a great machine for it, so I'm not too stressed about that.
cool.
Um, and I did still connect the two pens. Like I left the pencil jets there, so
Yep.
I'm hoping I have it all connected to. Hopefully, I have the two pencil jets and the dual rinse, and we'll see how it goes.
Flow, flow, flow. Keep it going.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
and if that doesn't work, I've got that sill brush that I'm dying to try, and that's on the agenda for Monday for sure.
Yeah.
So, and it has nice big fat frames. Hopefully, we can get everything nice and shiny by the time.
Shiny.
By the
Exactly.
time. So, yeah, man. Did you
Cool,
place any
cool.
orders this week?
I got my resin cartridges. Not resin cartridges. I got to change those. I've got my carbon fiber filters in. I also got my purple sticker, so I slapped that on my zero
Yeah.
water fed cart. So I've got my Jello sticker, um, and yeah, I've just been using that. It dropped it down from 10 to like 1 or 2 parts per million just by the
Nice.
carbon sediment. But I know those resin are the I've got to change that out. So it's about time. I do that once a year, so it's just
Yeah.
time for that. Yeah,
I
all the
just re
rubbers. Or go ahead.
I just recently got my machine back in, I guess I can't say recently. What month are we in?
We're in
September,
April.
April, 4 months. So I've had mine about 8 months. I shouldn't need to change it yet. I mean, I heard stories about guys, having the resin and or membranes last 2 and 3 years.
Mhm.
Um, as long as you're, from my understanding, as long as you're constantly changing those filters and those cartridges,
Uh-huh.
um, you can get a good amount of time out of them. And that's my goal, is to try to make sure that I'm maintaining it. And in all honesty, I don't use it a ton.
Sure.
I mean, I know it looks like I do because I'm posting a bunch of videos and stuff. But I probably use it two times a week, maybe.
Sure.
But there could be there could be 4 weeks where I go and I don't even have to touch it. But um, I am finding that I get a lot of use out of it, and I can use it in different places. I've talked about this before a little bit. Not anti when it comes. Hey, when it comes to water fed, um, I was hesitant, super hesitant, because just many reasons. I just didn't understand it.
Voodoo science. Yeah, it's weird.
Mean, I joke around about how goofy and slow I may be when it comes to things, but if I don't understand how something's working, and it just makes me automatic skeptic.
Yeah.
Um, and I guess I've come to a realization that, hey, look, I don't have to know the hows and the whys of things that work as long as they do. And if I'm
Mhm.
using them properly and it works, I don't give a shit.
And yeah,
Uh,
I had a customer this week who asked, like, what are those water droplets? Like, did you miss a spot? And I explained to her again, because I explained in the estimate, walk around how I'm going to clean with the water fed pool after
yeah,
cleaning them. So I just let her know, those are zero parts per million. When that evaporates, it can leave nothing behind, no salt, nothing. And it was funny because 2 minutes later, I'm still rolling everything up, and her husband's like, she's like, it's just water, like, because he was pointing at the window. But and that's the thing is, customers are just like us. They don't know what the hell a water fed pole or clear pure water is. So getting the education and learning how it works and then getting it and putting it to use is important. But if you can clean a window with a squeegee and a mop and it takes half the time than rolling that card out, then there's, I could see why you don't have to use it as much.
so that was my, and you and I've discussed this before. That was my whole thing. After you've done something for 12, 15 years properly by hand, you become adept, you become quick, you become
Proficient. Yeah.
proficient, you become a ninja. I don't want to use any trademark words or anything, but yeah, you become a G with tools in hand. And so I was just like, why would I use something like that um, when I can do it just as fast? Now, I will say this too, though. As I am getting older, um, I don't, how do I say this without sounding like a big bag of bitch? Um,
I want to be ninja.
well, no, I just like ladders and, um, you know, we age, dude, right? And
Gravity
we're
is
not,
not your friend, period.
yeah, I want to be more safe. I want to make sure that I'm all right. I don't want to be hanging out on ladders and brushing screens. I don't want to be doing, um, stuff that might be considered safe.
Hmm.
Or look, just because you've done something 419,000 times, it doesn't mean that the 419,001st time you don't have an accident or a slip, right?
Sure.
So I'm
Yep.
just trying to make sure that I'm safe, that Billy's safe, that we're getting a job well done, and having fun while we're doing it.
Sure.
And I feel like sometimes the water fed system helps break down the monotony of window washing. Um, again, that's kind of like when you've done something, you wake up in the morning and you're like, dude, more fucking windows. Like, seriously?
Especially after a day of a two-story and your neck hurts from this shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty jacked to have the equipment that I have, and I'm really jacked to keep seeing the stuff that they come out with.
Yep.
Um, One of the things that Zane was kind of talking about yesterday was like he can walk over to Mike's house. It's like two minutes away or whatever,
Mhm.
and um, just roll in and see Mike tinkering, and what's going on right here is about to be, soon will be released or whatever, and
Cool.
to see the minds behind, or to know the minds behind the products is pretty cool.
Very
So
cool.
yeah,
So
man, I
that
enjoy.
movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer touched Mike when he was a kid. It's like I don't want to make toys, or I don't want to make toys. I want to be a dentist. Well, he wanted to make toys, so he's like tinkering in the garage and shit.
Yeah, man, he's making some great gear for us. So
Cool.
I'm always excited to see what he and the folks with Zero come up with.
Yep.
Um, so that's pretty cool. I did. Who else would I see? There's something else I wanted to talk about, but now I can't remember. Brain fart. My bad.
It happens. It happens every week.
It
Any
happens.
yeah. Any other big estimates or anything going out, or waiting to hear back?
No, but you know what? Thank you for reminding me because it's been a hot minute. When you and I first started recording these sessions, I put in some estimates at Arizona Department of Transportation and one with this very large building. Well, large for me. It'd be
Sure.
small for maybe some other companies or some other guys, but a large project for Billy and I. Um, And originally they told me that they would be looking for, May or end of May. Well, now I'm going to be gone at the end of May. So I really need to wrap some of these up and find out if and when they're going to go.
Sure.
It would not be in my best interest to be gone when they need to be gone, but it will be basically a 3 week uh, stretch where I'm not going to be present. So I got to get that shit lined up before we get out of here.
Well, if it's the
So.
government, the Arizona Department of Transportation, you can anticipate it'll take longer than,
Well, that
you would
was
think.
that one. Who knows how long that one will be? She said that could be a year, that could be 18 months. But the one of them actually was, she did mention May,
Okay.
at the end of it. So that's the one I really want to try. It's a general contractor building, and
Gotcha.
they're moving out of one huge, beautiful building and moving into the next. Unfortunately, she told me that the next building is already taken care of, which is the one that I really wanted to do because it's all ground level.
Oh, that's
And
terrible. Yeah.
yeah, it would have been super easy and super fun and put out, it would have been some fun content. Um,
She's got
but yeah,
Mary maids out there on like step ladders. Just kidding.
it's a construct, it wouldn't surprise me.
Some people are weird like that. Like we've got housekeeping or we've got janitorial on it. You know. instead of a window
Yeah.
cleaner?
Last month I was out doing some bids and doing some quotes, and I I pulled over because I wanted to like just chill for a second, and I pulled over in this parking lot of this big, beautiful glass building, but it's the parking lot's like kind of vacant. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand the economy, and I don't understand how we keep building new office
For
buildings
lease. Yeah.
when we can't fucking fill the ones that we have. You know what I mean? Hey, let's build 800 new office buildings with 1,000 units in each one, but we can't even fill the four others that are sitting right next to them. I don't know. But anyways, I go back to what I was saying is I see this gal, she's out there trying to clean these windows. So I video record it and I send it to Billy and I'm like, yo, can you believe this shit? So like she's trying to use her crappy app pole and do windows, and then she's got a bottle of spray away in her hand too. And I'm just like,
Ouch.
yeah,
I've
it
seen
is.
Chinese. I went to Asian Town in Katy and just, like being optimistic. Hey, I can grab a commercial. No, they're all cheap. But one guy was, he had an employee out there with newspaper and Windex. No joke. Newspaper and Windex, a Chinese newspaper, not even like American New York Times, but like straight up Cantonese letters. And she was cleaning the window with it and it was smearing. And I'm like, holy shit. It was neat to see. You don't see that often. But like literally a Chinese lady from a Chinese restaurant cleaning a window with Chinese newspaper was neat. Uh, my local McDonald's has their morning guy, he cleans the windows like every morning at 7:10 and he's out there doing straight pulls with like a 12-inch whatever. One day I wanted to come over and just like gift him like a zero pull with like you know, just a nice setup where he could get it done like that. But he's hourly, so he gets paid like $8 or $10 an hour to do this. You know what I mean? Like he steps back,
Yeah.
nods a little bit. So he's really not in a hurry. I don't want to give him the top tier, but I have recorded him like somewhere in my library. I was like, oh, this guy does a good job. He doesn't even towel. He sets it up, straight pulls, and it's good to go. So
No dry rag.
no dry rag, no, no, and even over decals and shit. He's like, he's on it. He must have a perfect pressure, but I almost want to talk to him and ask him how often he's changed the rubber, what's the deal with no
Screw that.
rags.
Just get it. Screw the pole thing. Bring him a decent squeegee and decent rubber and be like, here, try this and see if it
Sure,
works. That's
I'll look out
hilarious.
for him. Yeah, I'll
I
look out for him. I'll have to go to more McDonald's, get some McGriddles.
I was gonna say maybe he'll trade you some breakfast, whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called anymore, but I almost said Breakfast
McGriddles.
Jack. That's the wrong store.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if he's
Um,
got that kind of pull. He's just a squeegee puller. He can't
yeah,
sneak me biscuits and gravy outside, uh, but yeah, I definitely want to hook him up, and I've thought of that a couple times. I've been there, and yeah, I'll look into it because he's the same guy who's been doing it for like 2 years. It's like he's not going anywhere, and there's nobody else that does it. It's this guy, but why the fuck does he have a wooden pole and a shitty, you know, aged channel and all that stuff? So I'll look at, yeah, good point. Well, I'll give an
that'd be
update on that
funny.
next week.
I'm sure you got an extra rubber and an extra squeege around. Hey,
Hmm.
but you gotta tell him too. Hey, some bigger doesn't always mean better.
Yes.
Bigger doesn't always mean better.
Well, he's going to tell me he makes like $8 an hour. He wants a 12-inch. He doesn't want no 18 because he wants to be out there a while. But got to
Oh,
watch out for the drive-through.
yeah, man. So
But
you don't have any big plans for the weekend?
no big plans. Just if any jobs that come up, I have a Sunday open, so I'm going to spend the day Sunday with the kids. Saturday morning, I've got the windows, the driveway, and the gutters on one job. So anybody else scheduled next week wants to get early, I'll reschedule. But Sunday's a day of rest and relaxing, basically watching the kids so my wife can regenerate.
Yeah. And how is the Doodle Studio going? Everything
It's going
good?
well. Yep, everything's good. She's not maxing out on kids per class, but she's got kids in all the classes. They're having a great time. I'm really excited for her. So she's got her thing going, so I'm not even going to have to step in and really help. She just wants me to watch our kids. So I'll just watch our kids at the house and stuff, let her do her thing. But it's going really well. It's really creative, really cute, really nice. So I'm proud of her, and the ball is still rolling on that. So one day I'll be, she'll be my sugar mama type deal. We'll see.
There you go. Sugar mama.
I said, Mama.
What
Yeah.
what hours is she running? Is it like afternoons and evenings or
It's
in like
mornings for like homeschool kids, afternoons, and then some evenings. So she does like a homeschool kid type morning thing, younger kids before the end of school is out, and then evenings. And then like weekend classes, she'll do like an afternoon Saturday or an afternoon Sunday. She's thinking of opening like birthday parties where you can come and just paint and do all that fun stuff for like 2 or 3 hours instead of running out to Chuck E. Cheese or something like that. So a lot of ideas in the air and stuff, but uh, yeah, basically just like our business, the more people that hear about you, the busier you're going to get. So right now
Yeah.
we're at we have it. It's going well. Now we're going to start booming the marketing and filming little videos. She's going to be doing read along books where you read the book to YouTube and you post it. A lot of her friends, have kids and they'll do that type shit. So hey,
Yeah.
that's an idea. So she's going to read these cool books, put them on YouTube to help grow her brand and business and all that. And kind of like us doing before and afters or our videos of
Yeah.
squeegeeing to brand ourselves. It's different market, different thing, but same scenario. So just proud of her. That's cool. It's going well.
That's rad, dude. And like, even if it's not with the kid thing too, people pay to go to art studios to go drink wine and
Oh, yeah.
hang out, with the ladies or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a really cool space, and you should be proud, and so should she. So that's rad, man.
She's got a lot of positive feedback. A lot of people who are already going are telling their friends and getting it set up for the next school year. So she's going to have summer sessions, and then starting in September, she's hoping to get booking up throughout next year. So pretty excited to see where that goes.
As you should, as you should.
Yep.
I'm about ready to send out my email with the dates and everything to the people at Zero and Chris and Alex, and I'm getting excited for that.
Awesome.
I was talking with some of my friends and family, and I'm going to start trying to figure out the exact, like, it's hard because I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I want to kind of live in that, like, live in the moment type deal. But you
Mhm.
kind of need to have somewhat of a plan.
Sure.
So I'm still in that phase. I do have the cities that, like I was kind of mentioning on Friday, of where I'll be, the idea of where I'll be, and the dates are kind of up in the air as
Fluid.
well. But I am getting super close to having all of that finalized.
Cool.
One of the things too I saw recently posted, um, WCR and Zero, I believe, posted a video of Steve-O in Jersey at the warehouse, and I really want to watch it, but at the same time, I don't. Like, I want to see what I want to
Surprise.
see
Yeah.
what, yeah, I want to see with the content, because I appreciate the people, I appreciate the knowledge, I appreciate all of the hard work that goes into putting on a production like that, and it may just seem like two dopes walking around something, but there's a lot of work and effort that goes into putting all that together.
Magic.
Um, yeah, so I want to see that.
Logistics. Yeah.
At the same time, I just kind of want to wait the next 20, 30 days or whatever, but I'm so impatient. I'm so impatient.
Hmm.
And I can't, like, speed up process or speed up time. So just have to wait and work through the next couple weeks and keep on trekking, man.
Yeah. It's
Keep on
exciting. I'm,
trekking.
I'm excited for you. Have you figured out whether you want a Sprinter van or a box truck, or still working on that?
I'm still, like, that's one of the things I'm actually going to talk to them about too,
Mhm.
what they get more comfortable. And I got to find out how much gear they're going to send me with.
Sure.
Um, if it's nothing too much, then shit. If it's nothing too much, I could get away with a car. You know what I mean? Um, and just pop stuff down, seats down, or whatever. One of the reasons I decided on truck, though, is because you kind of, or I was thinking truck or box truck, is because if you're transporting anything water fed, it does leak after you can't
And it's
get all the,
large. Yeah.
yeah, you can't get all the water out in a short period of time. It's gonna leak, or it's gonna, water's gonna be dripping. You can link up or whatever and keep it from dripping a little bit, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to get busted for, like, water damage in a vehicle or something like that in a rental. They're
Definitely.
always
Yeah.
they're always trying to fuck you.
Yeah.
Um, like the old Joe Pesci. They fuck you. They fuck you. They fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
Goddamn 1 foot sandwiches.
so I'm just I got to talk to them and find out what they want to provide for the trip, and find out who's in what cities. And I want to start talking to people ahead of time too, to find out what they, what people want, expect, and or need from me,
Cool.
and see how I can help. And I guess I'm probably gonna start putting stuff out in the pro window cleaning group too. Uh, hey, anybody in this area, anybody in this area, anybody in this area,
Cool. Yep. Good
and
idea.
see what, throw it out there and see what people have to say.
Sure. Yeah,
So
there's a lot of guys everywhere, so I'm sure they have a lot of hosts and sponsors and shit in different cities.
yeah, and the next step too is also to try and find out, um, a couple coffee shops and things like that, and places where it'd be nice to meet people. And hopefully the people in those cities, even if they can or cannot meet me, they can point me in directions on where to go.
Get
So
yourself one of them stand-up Weber grills, the charcoal grills, carefully, and do sausage parties where what
sausage parties,
what Niels does,
Like
host
Neil
a
said,
sausage,
yeah, we
you know.
need to give him a shout out next time we or post this. Hey, at Makers,
Hey, at
uh,
Maker, he's thinking
we're
about it.
thinking of you, and your sausage party, sausage fest has been on our mind.
Yes, yes, you should. It'll unite everyone from near and wide. They will come for your sausages and they will talk about windows and it'll be
Oh,
cool. They do it in Denmark. They can do it here,
yeah,
you know.
just a refresher. We're not really talking about our sausage fest or sausage party.
Yeah.
Back in February at the IWCA, we were informed that um, one of the guys from Makers would set up and grill sausage for all the window cleaners.
Yeah, one
To
of the local suppliers, they would open up their doors on a Saturday and they would have a big, they would feed sausages to the window cleaners. So they'd come and, it was weird because there's no competition. They were all cool eating sausage and, you know, but yeah, we want that here, but I don't know if sausage is the right word. Maybe we should do pancakes or something.
breakfast patty,
There you go. But
breakfast patty fest. That doesn't sound right either.
no, no, that's a European thing, but you'll
Yeah.
have all the window stuff,
Oh, I don't eat in the morning either, so I guess I could offer
coffee.
food. Yeah, I can afford to get a couple of cleaners coffee. I don't know if I can afford to be buying everybody breakfast and shit. We're not on that kind of budget.
Haul in a cooler full of refrigerated sausages.
Yeah, right. I'm
Yes.
just I'm just one guy.
I'm going to
Uh
grill all these sausages. There's too
yeah,
many
I'm
sausages.
not here for that.
What's with you and the
So
freaking sausages, lady? But yeah, so that'll be a fun trip for you. That'll be cool.
yeah, it should be a good time. We need to also get you and I need to chat offline. It's weird as we get this time in the conversation in the mornings, we have these talks, and then we text throughout the day a little bit. But after we get offline, we like our conversation sometimes stops and it's just text. We need to have a time to sit down and actually talk to figure out if maybe Colorado or somewhere in between or
Sure.
something like that may work out too.
Definitely.
Um,
Yeah.
because we got to figure out a way to get you out there at some point. Um,
Flights to
yeah,
Colorado are like $100, so it's not bad.
yeah.
But
You mentioned that. I can't even get that from here. Like
well,
it's
it's a yeah, Southwest dirt cheap right now.
so I looked yesterday and it was like 119. That's not too terrible. But I
Not
think it
at
was
all.
like one day. Like you got a selection. They're like, hey,
Oh yeah, yeah,
flights from $39. I can
yeah.
fly to El Paso for $39.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
I don't know where El Paso is in location to you, but
Well, they have two airports in Houston, a north and then a south. They're like 40 miles apart. So I wonder if you could fly from Hobby Airport to like George Bush for like $9. And just like boop, like a 9-minute flight or less.
that's weird.
I'm sure people have
So
done that though.
we have a spot in Tucson. There's an airport. And Tucson's like a city like 2 hours from south. But Tucson's between Phoenix and Mexico. And I hear about people flying into Tucson, and I'm like, I guess it saves you a 90-minute drive, but I don't know why. It probably costs more just to fly in there.
Huh.
So who knows?
Airports, man.
Yeah.
More
Anyways.
windows to clean.
Yeah. So what do you think about the whip? Should I do truck? Should I do box truck? Should I do
Probably a box
car?
truck. I would do a box truck because you're going to be putting along anyway, at a safe 65, 70 miles an hour on the highway. And you'll be able to get a lot of volume of things, personal items, a sleeping bag maybe, and then a ton of equipment if that's what you're going to take. Uh, if not that, then maybe a cargo van, like one of them U-Hauls, maybe a 15 passenger without seats or something.
Yeah. That
But
would Safari, whatever GMC
yeah,
Safari or something, that
yep. Or
might
the
work.
smaller U-Haul. Yeah, the small guy.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Little box wouldn't be bad either. I
Yeah.
mean, and I think it might, like you were saying, it might be a little less cost effective on gas, but it might be more cost effective in the long run on renting it from like a U-Haul or whatever. So those are the other things that I got to take into account and wrap up in the next couple of days. But hey, I'm in a good spot, so
Cool. It'll come together.
it's all coming together. I'm really looking forward to Monday, dude. I'm really looking forward to getting this shit on the road and getting all of these tools out and getting some cool footage. And
Awesome.
but until then, enjoy the weekend. That's what I'm planning on doing.
Enjoy the good luck with the soccer tournaments and all that fun.
Yeah, and the wild thing too is I don't know. So next weekend, I may be in New Mexico. Depending on what happens for soccer this weekend, I'll either be in Phoenix or New Mexico, and I'll find out this weekend. So,
Cool. Well, good luck.
well, Deeds, enjoy the rest of your Friday. I hope everybody has a great one. You want to give anybody a shout out or anything?
Shout out to my buddy Shepard. Shepard started watching our podcast. He's a window cleaner friend of mine here in Houston. He's going through chemo. He's cancer treatments, and he just give a shout out. He's gained like 25 pounds during chemo, so you can't put him down. So
Yeah,
hopefully he gets through and pulls through and does well. Thanks for watching, Shep.
yeah, Shep. If you nice to meet you. Nice to hear about you. Thanks for watching and listening. And I hope it's cool. If you don't mind, I'm gonna give you a prayer. I don't know if you're into that or not, but I'll keep
Yes.
you in my thoughts and prayers, brother. We appreciate everybody's support, and we want to get behind our friends and listeners and watchers, and keep it up, man. We truly do appreciate you guys' feedback and support.
Yep.
So
Thanks,
keep
guys.
on,
Thanks, Zero. Thanks,
keep on.
WCR. But
Yeah,
have a
man,
good morning. Yeah. Change your rubbers, everybody.
and get that bucket full.
Fill it.